Assalamu alaikum students. Today we are going to learn phrasal verbs in our grammar lesson. We are going to learn the definition of phrasal verbs. We will discuss what are prepositional phrases. We will recall phrasal verbs that we have already learned, and we will use those phrasal verbs to make sentences. Let's discuss what are phrasal verbs. Phrasal verbs are phrases that indicate actions. They are generally used in spoken English and informal texts. Examples of such verbs include turn down, come across, and run into. Phrasal verbs consist of a verb and a preposition or an adverb. It means it is a combination of either a verb and a preposition or a verb and an adverb. For example, get up, go through, write down, take after. Now, every word, if taken singularly, has a different meaning, but when it is combined, the meaning entirely changes. Sometimes phrasal verbs consist of three elements. For example, look forward to, put up with, sit in, for. When added to the verb, the preposition or adverb may change completely the meaning of the verb. Here are some examples. Look for, search or seek. Separately, look and for will have a different meaning. But when they are combined together as a phrasal verb, they mean to search or seek. He is looking for his keys. Look up to means have a great deal of respect for someone. His father is his role model. He is the person he looks up to. Look forward to, await eagerly or anticipate with pleasure. She is looking forward to visiting Paris. Now, the meaning of the phrasal verbs changes when they are used together, not separately. So, let's see how. Sometimes it is difficult to understand the meaning of phrasal verbs. Before looking them up in a dictionary, it would be helpful to use the context to understand them. Now, they can have a literal meaning. Some phrasal verbs have a literal meaning. They can be easily understood. She opened the door and looked outside. She was walking across the street when she heard the sound of an explosion. Now, if you look at these phrasal verbs, looked outside means that she was looking outside when she opened the door. And she was walking across the street, it means she walked across the street. So, it has a literal meaning. But sometimes you can have an idiomatic meaning, and most of the time you have the idiomatic meaning. Phrasal verbs can also have a figurative or idiomatic meaning, which makes them difficult to understand. Can you put me up for tonight? Now, here the phrasal verb put up does not mean to build or put up a fence. It has, however, an idiomatic or figurative meaning. It means to let someone stay in your house. Now, sometimes the phrases are used together or they can be separated in a sentence. So they can be termed as separable or inseparable phrasal verbs. Sometimes the preposition or adverb is placed either after the verb or after the object. Examples: Mary made up a really entertaining story. Mary made the story up. If the object is a pronoun, however, the preposition or adverb has to be placed after the pronoun. She made it up, put it down, take it off. Some phrasal verbs are always inseparable. Example: I came across some old photos in a drawer. You cannot use I came some old photos across in a drawer. So I hope you have understood separable and inseparable phrasal verbs. Now this is our exercise which is there on page number 'It's a bit blurred. Okay, so here we have the exercise on page number 160 and 161. There are several phrasal verbs here and they have been used in the sentences. Let's suppose we use fight for. We must fight for the basic human rights. Fill in the blanks with the suitable prepositions. She is fond of reading novels. Please forgive him for his misbehavior. I am inclined to believe her. She is incapable of doing any harm to anybody. So, there are several examples given in your book that you can learn and use them in sentences of your own. Now, your task is that you need to use 10 to 15 phrasal verbs in sentences of your own from the ones that we have just discussed. Or you can find them from your book. Use 10 to 15 phrasal verbs in sentences of your own. So basically you have to do 10 to 15 sentences now and 10 to 15 sentences later of phrasal verbs of your own choice. We will discuss these phrasal verbs which come at the end of your lessons, units in your textbook as well. So I hope you will be able to make sentences from the phrasal verbs. We will meet tomorrow with a new lesson. Take care, everyone.